Thank you, Honourable Speaker, and I thank the Honourable Manawalu for the question. So the Northern Development Program is probably one of the most successful programs that was launched by the previous government, and we are continuing it. Since its inception, there's been an investment over 13 million, sir, since 2008, covering 2,755 business ventures across sectors such as agriculture, fisheries, forestry, tourism, and the manufacturing sectors. Of course, it focuses on the north side, but one of the things, the grant is unique because it actually provides for 45% loan funding on the grant, allows for a loan of 45%, a grant of 45%, and the 10% contribution from the applicant. Perhaps the reason why it's so successful, sir, is because similar to the IHRDP grant, because of the accountability and the contributions made by the recipient, it seems to have, it gains a lot of traction. One of the most influential partners, lending partners, has been the FDB, and which has allowed contributions to the north over the last 3 years. In fact, we have invested about 1.5 million in grants and securing loans of about 2.4 million. We see the value in supporting MSMEs in the north, sir. And let me just share some interesting facts. Based on recent visitations, there's about a 95% success rate recorded in the Northern Development Program. Our monitoring and evaluation tells us that every MSME we support in the program creates about 3 jobs. Essentially, our investment, if you look at it in total over since 2008, has created up to 8,200 jobs since 2008, sir, and contributing to about 39,000 livelihoods. On average, one recipient can earn close to 13,000, which varies by sector, sir. And we have also noted the shift from informal business ventures to a more formalized, compliant entrepreneurial ventures in agriculture, fisheries, manufacturing, and tourism. So in terms of, just to share one story, successful story from the grants, and this is the case of Ms. Meena Gaunda, who started with only 100 layer birds with the assistance of the NDP, and has now grown her business to be one of the key suppliers of eggs in the north. And of course, her example has broken all gender stereotypes, triumphing the cause for women, but business in general, Honourable Speaker. So as you can see, sir, the grant at this point, I think certainly from the government side, with the renewed resurgence, I think economically in the north, this grant is actually proving more and more popular and more and more sustainable, sir. It's no secret that the Damoda, the investment in the north is close to completion. There's also Promote Enterprise, Vinod Patel, Namena Plantations that are investing in the north, sir. Close to, in our estimation, there's about 8 investments valuing about 44.5 million that are under construction at the moment in the Voliku. And of course, there's the much anticipated opening of the Ramada Onco by Wyndham, which is significant, sir, because it actually signals the first branded property in the north, which will actually mean, as the Honourable Ngawaka knows, when the Sofitel was launched, it created a momentum of branded resorts as a catalyst in those areas. And we are expecting similar momentum in the north, sir. In fact, there's already one big name sniffing around in Taveuni as we speak, sir. Of course, Grand Eastern Hotel too is expanding as well, which is positive. And in the north at the moment, sir, there's at concept stage, there's about $142 million worth of investment, sort of already in the pipeline. And this covers real estate, tourism, construction, and commercial buildings, sir. So in a nutshell, sir, the grant, as I mentioned, has been quite positive in its contributions. The ministry continues to exhaust all funding that's allocated to this grant, and will continue to seek more as we move along. But overall, sir, as you can see, not only is the grant popular, but from this side of the house, the north is starting to boom, sir. And we will see significant growth in the next 3 to 4 years.
Yes, Honorable Koya.